Sometimes it's impossible to place the oil-water separator near a drain. Why is the hose only 10 feet long?
The 10-foot 3/4-inch discharge line was specifically engineered for a purpose. We want to allow enough line to allow free flow to happen at all times, but not too much line so people coil it, kink it, run into other unforeseen issues.
So that makes sense, but what am I supposed to do if I can't be within 10 foot of the drain? What do you suggest?
That does happen. We understand that there's not a drain next to every oil-water separator, and there's not even drains in every compressor room. So we do have people, installations, companies that have to connect our hose to another line, whether it's copper or PVC.
Okay. Is there any sort of limitations that people should be keeping in mind about the diameter? I mean, can you connect a 3/4-inch outlet hose to a 1/4-inch PVC line?
One of the more common issues that we see when people connect to our line is they reduce the line size. This is a problem. We have to stay with that 3/4-inch line. That way, if there is a little bit of algae growth or some little obstruction, I still have enough free flow to push through that. But if you run to a 1/4-inch line, you must use a sump pump if you're going to be pushing through there. It just makes it safer.
So assuming they've got all their connections in place, but they need to run 50 to 100 feet, is there anything they should take into consideration when setting that up?
Very good point, Jerry. Even if it is a perfect installation with 3/4-inch line all the way to a drain, if you're talking 100 feet away, I simply do not have enough pressure to run that far. There's just too many opportunities throughout the seasons of the year for algae and other growth to take place inside there that's going to begin to restrict the flow. You can add bleach to the system, which will help clean that out throughout the year, but we would highly recommend placing a pump on the discharge side just to freely force all of that condensate to a drain. You can purchase a pump from Clean Resources, or you can build it on your own. Let's take a look at a few steps to help you build one.
To begin, you will need a 5-gallon bucket with a lid, a drill, a 1-inch hole saw, a utility knife or saw, and a submersible sump pump. Start by drilling a 1-inch hole to one side of the lid. This is where you'll be inserting the outlet hose from the oil-water separator. Opposite this hole, drill a second hole for the pump's discharge hose to exit. Depending upon the pump you purchased, the discharge hose's opening may be smaller or larger, so you may need to modify the opening size. With the utility knife or saw, notch out a section of the bucket just enough so the pump's power cord can exit. Place the pump inside the bucket and feed the discharge hose through the bottom of the lid. Last, place the bucket directly below the outlet. Run the outlet hose alongside the bucket and cut the hose only to extend about 3 inches past the lid. Insert the hose into the lid, run the pump's discharge hose to a drain, and plug the pump into an outlet. It's that easy.